I'd like to call to order the special council meeting on May 5th, 2025, to be called at 6:53 p.m. May I have a mover and a seconder? Moved by Councillor Cressman, seconded by Councillor Dunstall. All those in favor? That carries unanimously. We have gathered in Wilmot Township on the traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Mississauga peoples. We want to acknowledge the importance of the Dish with One Spoon Covenant, a peace agreement made between Indigenous nations before the Europeans arrived. It characterizes our collective responsibility to each other and Mother Earth. We should take only what we need, leave enough for others, and keep the dish clean. By acknowledging this covenant in the First Nation, Inuit, and Métis peoples, we are reminded of our important connection to this land where we live, learn, and work together as a community. There were additions added to this agenda, so I'd be looking for a recommendation to adopt the agenda as amended. May I have a mover? Moved by Councillor Martin, seconded by Councillor Cressman. All those in favor? That carries unanimously. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interest, councillors? Okay, seeing none, we have no delegations and we have no correspondence. The agenda is made up of our consent agenda items, which is 8.1 through to 8.5. My apologies, we are removing 8.4 separately for Councillor Cressman's earlier. Yes, no, that is okay. So we will first go with 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, and 8.5. And then we will separately call 8.4 where Councillor Cressman is recused. So if I could have a mover and a seconder for the first four, Councillor Wilkinson, seconded by Councillor Sadhu. All those in favor? And that carries unanimously. And now item 8.4, which Councillor Cressman has a conflict, moved by Councillor Wilkinson, seconded by Councillor Dunstall. All those in favor? That carries unanimously. And on to we do need to consider our bylaws as attached in two separate ones, also noting Councillor Cressman's conflict. So the first recommendation is that bylaw 2025-28 as attached to this agenda be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed in open council. May I have a mover for this? Moved by Councillor Wilkinson, seconded by Councillor Martin. All those in favor? And that is carried unanimously. And then the recommendation is for the remaining four bylaws as attached to this agenda be ready for second and third time and finally passed in open council. And may I have a mover for that? Moved by Councillor Wilkinson, seconded by Councillor Dunstall. All those in favor, and that is carried unanimously. Announcements occurred at Committee of the Whole just a few moments ago, so I'm going to refrain from having any more. And we have our confirmatory bylaw. If I could have a mover and a seconder for that. Moved by Councillor Dunstall, seconded by Councillor Wilkinson. All those in favor? That carries unanimously. And who would like to adjourn our shortest meeting to date? Councillor Cressman, seconded by Councillor Wilkinson. All those in favor? That carries unanimously. Thank you. And now you're all welcome to leave and have a good evening.